This is the Hall of Daydreams, a place built from the dreamer's vibe. Here, every path is real, but the dreamer's vibe is the price of admission. And indecision is the most expensive choice of all. It draws things that feed on broken dreams, and time is a vibe you cannot afford to lose.
Okay, so to start off, it's more important to understand that the characters from this short film are all steps taken to actually um, condone oneself when dealing with um, sadness or depression. That was the idea behind it, because we wanted to make sure that the overall message was supposed to be a positive one. And ideally, when you start off, you have characters that come in to represent those steps in order to give more of a grounded storytelling experience. So we start off with a character by the name of, and you guessed it, um, Twilight Libra. Twilight Libra, who sports Letterman a Letterman sweater, and he doesn't have any hair. He has sunglasses and it's actually me. So I actually am Twilight Libra. I kind of was equating the timeline of me creating this entire story from phases of the year it took me to actually finish it. And so around this time, this is around my birthday. I was going out with some friends, and uh, I was wearing this sweater that I bought and everything, and I really like it. It really kind of matched this new look I was going for, and I was bald headed, or I shaved all my hair and everything, kind of like just going for a whole new look. And I had my friend take a picture of me outside the club with a necklace on, I had a moon necklace on, and I was just trying to do a different look, and I really liked it, and I decided to go ahead and just keep up with it. But yeah, that's the look that you actually see with Twilight Libra. That's the card that pops up. I believe it's a normal monster spellcaster. Well, for Yu-Gi-Oh, and also it's just a ideal way of like just showing the beginning. Twilight Libra's name is actually supposed to play both on the fact that he is more of a night person, also Libra, the representation of balance on the astrology tip, but mainly it is just I'm a Libra, and Twilight is just a cool way of just really bringing the character into play for people. Like just a cool name and a cool look. He kind of looks kind of like he's a balanced kind of guy. And along with that, we kind of have a flaw about him. Oh Lord. Along with that, we kind of have a flaw about him that we get, where we have to do understand him as just being this other character who just comes out of nowhere and having a regular day. He's just a regular daydreamer. He's a guy who catches the bus home and catches the train home, and that's where we begin the story with him on the train daydreaming. And he has this entire look of complete and total distraction as he goes about it, and you can see it because we're actually going to be with him along the way home to begin this journey. But when he gets home, he actually decides to have a very interesting experience when it comes to dealing with what we're going to refer to as the his home. His home is basically just a room with a very nice collection of albums, and he's actually watching AMVs, right? And we see his dog that he actually have that he securely decides to just attend to briefly before he actually goes into this room, and he decides that he's going to listen to some music. Well, so when he listens to music and everything, and he gets distracted by a radio station that he listens to called WMAAT, the Know Thyself radio station, and it's a really good program by DJ Mystic Warrior. So anyway, back to the story of Twilight Libra, he decides that he's going to go on about his evening and cook dinner and tend to his dog, and then he's gonna rest. He's gonna go sit down, and he's gonna start to have certain feelings and certain vibes about himself when we go into the story of the Hall of Daydreams. So Twilight Libra is in a very, very disruptive state when we start off the story with him. We decide to have him kind of go through this really disoriented vibe of alcohol and drug use and music, and really just kind of expand upon how somebody who seems so balanced is thrown off for some reason, um, which leads into the Hall of Daydreams, and that is where we begin our journey. When we begin the daydream, we go into this whole entire experience with him when he decides to enter the Hall of Daydreams, which is only able to be accessed through his dreams. The only way to get to the Hall of Daydream is through Twilight Libra's dreams. But here we are, we're at Hall of Daydreams. We get to see this wonderful transition into a place where dreams, imagination soars, and all that good stuff, and it is very, very mystical. But there, it has a cave of wonders from the movie Aladdin um, feel to it, where this character is obviously um, coming into a realm where things seem things are not always what they appear. Objects might seem um, not as unusable or safe as they appear to be. So we have a Twilight Libra come, and he decides that he's going to investigate, and what he finds is a collection of treasures. We're going to call that the treasures of the Daydream. Treasure of the Daydreamer, wonderful little things. In reality, it's a shrine. But what we will be addressing it as is a plot device that's going to be used to utilize these different devices that's going to connect to the AMVs on the anime music videos. And we decided to, any item that's selected or used, it has a reference towards a state of dreaming at least, or at least something that the AMV is representing. And we decided that we're going to go with that.
924 FM WNAAD.
My dreams in my
924 FM WNAAD. 924
dreams.
WNAAT